got any questions out there? Because I know I want to know about some specific things. You said that you were going to run against Courtney, but I really and truly have not quite got what he's done that you wouldn't have done that would be different.
Sure.
I mean, really and truly, I could send you down there, but I mean, you might be able to find your way to the men's room, but I don't care.
Okay.
I want to know what you're going to do for the state of Connecticut that's going to change the congressional sector.
Okay. A ton of things. You can only get so much accomplished in one 2-year term. Would have voted no on the stimulus package. Would have voted no on cap and trade. Would have voted no on Obamacare.
What happens if you're getting the pressure from the boys? What are you going to do?
I told you how I vote. There's a couple meaningful taxes out there that we should cut. And I'll propose to our leadership that we put them on the floor of Congress to vote on. The capital gains tax was recently raised from 15 to 20%. Bad idea during this economy. 100 million investors out there right now who have lost millions in their IRAs and their long-term pension plans. Not a good idea to take more money from them. So I propose we cut that back down to 10%. One specific. Another specific. Another harmful tax to this country is the corporate tax. I think it's up about 40% now. Communist China's corporate tax. Anyone know how much that is? 25%. Ireland, 12%. America, 40%. People say all the time, Matt, jobs are leaving America. Yes, yes they are. And there are reasons. So, tax policy is a big one for me. A big difference between me and Joe Courtney would be in how we voted on things of that nature.
James, you got that? Whoops, Peter. He said he wanted to go last. Go.
Have you been doing anything on the college campuses, and if yes, what kind of response are you getting from the kids?
Yes, and
AK, basically UConn.
Okay, well, we've been to UConn. We spoke to them for about 30 minutes. The president of the UConn Republicans called me within 2 weeks and endorsed me.
You're not going to rent a limo, pick up these kids who actually live in another state, and bring them to the polls and have them vote here?
You already heard about that?
It was the reality of it.
That's right.
It should be part of your plan, frankly, because if you don't, he's gone.
Agreed.
Well, he did it.
And you'd be surprised how many Republicans that are 18 years old or 17 that are on that campus. We just got to get them energized. So, absolutely. And it's not just UConn. We have a kid, his name is Zach, and he's, what, 20 years old?
22.
I took the best-looking kid I could find. I told him to go out to every campus in the 2nd District, talk about the campaign, see if we can get invited to Eastern and Connecticut College, which is kind of like Wesleyan in some ways, and see if we can get out of there with our lives. So, yes.
Dominic, what do you got?
On capital gains, why would we have to pay even 10%? Why not 0? Why should somebody be penalized, a family who has a farm, or they worked the business for 30, 40, 50 years, they finally want to sell to retire? Why do you feel there should be any penalty at all?
Well, I don't. I appreciate your comments. But to get it to 0% is a laudable goal, but not something you could do in 2 years.
Well, only 2 years. Can you make that a goal to eliminate capital gains also?
It would be nice, Dominic. It would be nice. It would be nice not to have a state income tax. I do think, to your question, Mo, you could take a quarter of it every year.
It would go away, wouldn't it?
Might take 20 years to start.
James, you want to put a cap on this stuff? Oh, wait, sorry. Tom beat you.
2 quick questions.
Sure.
How do you feel about the estate tax? And you said that you want to change the current culture in Washington. I need as specific as how you're going to do that other than say no to leadership.
The estate tax should be abolished. I think our entire tax code's a joke. I'm willing to listen to fair tax. I'm willing to listen to a flat tax. I'm willing to listen to an alternative to what we have now. what happens when good people go to Washington is they lose something on the way down. And to me, it's really willpower and courage. And you can get swamped and just overrun with the nature, the culture, the methodology of their thinking, and we'll have a hard time passing term limits in this country, Tom, because of the amendment process is so comprehensive. But I'll self-impose them on myself after 6 or 8 years, because I don't want to be down there with the lizards forever. I want to come back and coach my son and, you know, be your governor someday or something.
Oh, Baker. James, put the end in it.
Obviously, the route this is going is towards a convention, possibly a primary, and to take on Courtney. Why should Enfield support you as the candidate, number one, and number two, if you become the candidate, what's your path to victory? Why do you think you can beat Joe Courtney?
Better smile. Motivate them. Timing. Timing is so much on our side now, Jim. But it has to be a little bit more than that. The reason I'm the serious candidate in this race is because I can raise money. I'm going down to Washington tomorrow to interview with the NRCC. They're interested in this race now. Politics, as you know, is about timing, it's about money, and it's about articulating your message. So on all three of those fronts, I believe I have an ability that far surpasses my current opponent, and the chips fall where they may.
Matt, when you go out there and you're campaigning after you've taken Courtney and all that stuff, but you've heard Jason, he's being very serious. The Democrats went to UConn in the schools and they brought those kids and they voted, and as far as I'm concerned, Simmons left 83 votes on the floor and he should have fought for them. There was absolute fraud there. And you know what? You need one person to be chosen as a scapegoat, I hate to say it, and it would have stopped. And we wouldn't have the problem this year. And I really think it's something that the campaigns need to keep in mind.
Can I count on your help with a project like that?
None of them are going to give you an answer right now. We're going to give you Fix the New One. All right, everybody, Matt's going to take a seat.
Thank you all very much.
Let's do the delegate process.
I hope you don't mind if I exit. Please call me on my cell if you wish, any of you.
You have some of your business cards with you, Matt?
I do.
You want some of mine there?
We
I'll
have,
take yours, too. Actually, you're on speed dial.
Bumpers sticking.
Pardon? One thing at a time. All right, Peter, the floor is yours.
I lived in Minnesota for a while.
I only drove by. I'm telling you,
The coldest winter of my life was fall in Minnesota.
well, they had us in this hotel in the middle of nowhere, and so you couldn't really get in. But I did take the